you know, this is so brazen. And then the FBI says, well, we don't have any leads. What in the world? I mean, how does this guy fire on all these people, then just run out of the country, quite possibly? Nobody finds anything except for his phone and clothes that were found nearby.
Well, if you look at this crime, all the shots were made from the neck up. This was true execution style. This is a vicious murderer. And not only is he a vicious murderer, he's here illegally. And let me tell you why that's so important to know. He's been deported before multiple times, according to the reporting. And that means he's very familiar with how to come and go across this border. And that's going to help him. In addition, even though they've recovered the cell phone, I would believe that most of his associates here on this side are also illegal. Illegals run with illegals. They share the same language and they share the same issues. So it's going to be difficult to find him. And I agree with you, Adrienne. He is on his way or has already crossed that border.
Now, we know deputies, they previously stopped by his home after receiving all these calls about him shooting the gun. And still, even with those calls, it fascinates me that somebody can be shooting a gun. Law enforcement is aware of it. Neighbors are complaining about it. He guns down people from the neck up, including an 8-year-old child, and nobody is able to track this guy?
Well, this is something that needs to be changed, I believe, Adrienne. When you go to a residence and that individual is shooting up a gun, which, by the way, the rounds he would have been shooting out of an AR-15 go at least 3,000 square feet, or I should say up to even 3,800 yards. So these bullets travel farther, 2, 2, 3, 5, 5, 6 rounds. In any event, my point is why couldn't he have been arrested for evading arrest? Or I'm sorry, for the peace, for
disturbing the peace.
Yes, exactly. Sorry, disturbing the peace. Why couldn't then they identify that he was here illegally and deport him? How did he have that gun in his hands? All of these questions need to be answered because we need to prevent other situations from happening. And people can't be allowed to shoot off their AR-15s in their back house, in their backyards, in residential areas.
Well, I mean, and again, we know that the border is a contentious area. This was a border community. There are people who are very well aware that there have been a number of those who've walked across the border without any impedance. I don't even think that's the right word, but you know what I'm saying? Nobody's stopping them, no border agents, no officers. But the FBI says that Oropesa was listed in various databases. So you know about the deportations. Then they get a call that this guy is firing off his gun. We're still living in a world where there's no connection between local law enforcement, FBI data, and any watch lists. How in the world are we going to stop anybody from being a criminal like this?
Well, it takes more work. These officers are going to have to go and do their research and contact their federal and state partners. That's what it's going to take. And I agree with you. There's a chasm sometimes between the local officer that's actually responding and the information that's known in those databases. This has got to stop to prevent crimes like this. Remember, when people cross the border illegally, we have no idea of their backgrounds, what they've done in their countries illegally. So this is something we're going to have to continue to deal with until we get, a plug into that border.
And this conversation, as I mentioned earlier, there could be some people up in arms saying, why bring up the fact that he's an illegal person who's come here into this country? But the fact not every person who crosses into the United States from Mexico is somebody who's going to do something crazy like this. But the fact that somebody could be an assailant and execute people, including an 8-year-old child, and was able to just get away without any sign of where he is, that's just staggering to me, especially in an area of the country where we already know there's heightened law enforcement presence because of the issue with the illegal immigration happening. Thank you so much, Jennifer, for being with us as always.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.